benefits of playing video games. When people were asked about their perception about playing video games, there might be a mix of different answers. These opinions might be true, and these opinions did not just come out of nowhere. They might come from people's experiences, observations, and researches. Well, there can be an absolute percentage that playing video games can affect people in a negative way, but of course, when there is negative effect, there could also be a positive effect, like people play video games because it makes them happy. But first, what is a video game? A video game is very popular nowadays because it is another level of playing games. How? You can play games electronically on a computer or any gaming device that has a display screen. There are lots of gaming devices offered in today's generation. You can play in your own room with a personal computer. If you have your friends coming over to your house, you can bond and play together using PlayStation or Xbox. If you are on your way to your school or work and you are stuck in traffic, you can play with your portable devices like Nintendo Switch. In other words, gaming has been part of our everyday lives, and people play video games because it makes them feel complete. As human beings, we always have the urge to know about the benefits that we are going to acquire if we do such things, aside from knowing the disadvantages that we also might have. So, if you are someone who loves playing video games and you are concerned about how gaming will affect your life in a good way, might as well be with us until the end of this article. The question is, what are the benefits of playing video games? 7 benefits of playing video games. 1. Playing video games can help you develop your cognitive skills. You will definitely have fun playing video games, but aside from having fun and enjoying every mission in the game, you will develop your cognitive skills. What are cognitive skills? These are the core skills which are related to reading, learning, understanding, planning, and other mental skills which are associated with our brain. When you play video games, you exercise your brain, which is a good thing, because when you improve your cognitive skills, there is a great chance to have a better life. If you are curious on how that is possible, we are here to enlighten you. When you are exposed to playing video games, you can develop your strategic planning skills, decision-making skills, and problem-solving skills. You can also enhance your memory and improve your multitasking skills. Most games with genres like puzzle, real-time strategy, open world, adventure, RPG, and a lot more develop cognitive skills. You need to form strategies to pass a certain level, because if you did not form strategies, you will be stuck forever on that level. In most games, your decision affects your gameplay. That is why you need to make the right decision when playing these games. And of course, every game has challenges that make you think that you are unable to get through it. That is why people play video games, because it makes them feel confident. When you develop your skills, these will have a great impact in your daily life, and you will bring these skills until you get old. But always remember to practice what you have, because it might just disappear if you don't. 2. Playing video games can be a source of learning. Many students are fond of playing video games, and little did they know that a simple video game can be their source of learning. People play video games because it makes them more creative. There are a lot of educational video games nowadays that help children to enhance their learning skills. Video games are not just all about first-person shooters, fighting with aliens, defeating monsters, and other matured contents. There are also different genres which are applicable to the younger generation. If you are their parents or their guardians, you can guide them and choose games that are applicable for them. Some of these educational gaming genres are trivia games, reading-related games, geographic knowledge games, and many more. To name some of the games, they are Reader Rabbit, Little Big Planet 2, and Smarty Pants. Children don't like boring educational materials. You can always innovate and make it more creative for them to engage more and have the enthusiasm to learn more. With amazing visuals, fun storyline, and good music, these educational games definitely capture the attention of children. Schools might also incorporate this strategy in order for students to be more engaging and interactive. This doesn't necessarily mean that every subject should have video games in it. A 30-minute session will do. You will see a big difference in your students' mood. As time goes by, different sources of learning materials are innovated and invented, which makes it more exciting to look forward to what will happen in the future. 3. Playing video games can make you a great leader. Who would have thought that video games can hone great leaders? Some things are indeed possible. People play video games because it makes them feel that they have super abilities that no one has. Since playing video games can develop your cognitive skills, there is a great chance that you will incorporate them in your real life, which is a good thing. Some top qualities of being a great leader are commitment and passion, decision-making capabilities, and resilience. Of course, there are a lot more, but we chose 3 qualities that great leaders possess. Commitment and passion is definitely the core attribute of every gamer. Games are consisting of levels, quests, missions, battles, and challenges. To pass every level or challenge, you need to have the commitment to do so. You cannot simply cheat and finish the game. When you are into the game, there comes passion. The passion to play no matter how hard the game is. To make the right decision is essential in playing video games. In order to have the capability to make a decision, you need to think about the pros and cons of doing such action in the game. Let's say, you are playing Tekken and both of you and your opponent has one chance to do a killer move in order to win the game. You will think of a good strategy on how to knock them down. You cannot punch the opponent because they might do it as well, and it will reduce the chance of you winning the game. Every gamer faces challenges in playing games. People play video games because it makes them resilient. You cannot be knocked off and just stop there. You will continue playing the game and find a way out to achieve victory. Combining all these qualities can make a great leader, and what makes it more interesting is that you can develop them through playing video games. 4. Playing video games can expand your imagination. When we imagine things, we are opening ourselves to the possibilities. Questions such as what ifs are formed. Are you one of those people who imagine scenarios such as aliens dominating the Earth, having futuristic high-speed automobiles, having pets with different powers, and developing super abilities like teleportation? If yes, you are one imaginative and creative person. People play video games because it makes them wonder. Video games tend to let us experience things that are living in our imagination. Who would have thought that when you play Nier Automata, you can feel like you are really fighting with aliens trying to dominate the Earth? And who would have thought that playing Pokémon can make you wish that Pikachu and Bulbasaur exist in real life? All these games that we are seeing and playing are all products of an imaginative and creative mind. These things did not come here in just a snap. They all came from the imagination. When we imagine things, it is like we are in a different world. That same goes with gaming. There are various games that make you feel that you are part of it. Sometimes, we just want to jump inside the game and play it with ourselves. And that is how virtual reality headsets are invented. Do you want to experience it yourself? The gaming experience is definitely on another surreal level. Some of the best VR games are Half-Life Alyx, No Man's Sky, and Space Pirate Trainer. How do you think virtual reality headsets are invented? They were invented because someone imagined creating one. Never stop imagining things. Never stop having dreams. One day, when all your dreams came through, you will be grateful that you did not stop. One important lesson is to bring your dreams into life. Nothing is impossible, right? 5. Playing video games can help you reduce stress. People play video games because it makes them stress-free. If you are a student and you are getting drowned from all these never-ending requirements, playing video games can be a breath of fresh air to set back your mood and have the energy back to finish all these tasks. If you are an adult that is tired of paying bills and impressing your boss and you just want to take a break and escape temporarily in the real world, playing video games can be helpful for you. It is up to you on which gaming genre to play. You can play fun and light games such as Animal Crossing, SpongeBob SquarePants, or Super Mario to relax your brain. But, if you want to play action games to unleash the stress inside you, there's nothing wrong with that. It is better to keep it that way. But always remember to inhale and exhale a few times to lift off the stress from your chest. People play video games because it makes them forget about their problems for a little while. This is one way of coping with stress, especially in today's world that we are living in. There are situations which we cannot completely escape with, but it is very unhealthy to think about it 24 hours. Sometimes, all we need is to do is breathe. You can even play video games with your friends. Ask them to come over and play together. A great game with a refreshing drink with awesome people can help the stress go away. Life is too short to be stressed. Have fun and unwind, yet be responsible. 6. Playing video games can make you fit. People might think that when you play video games, all you have to do is sit all day and smash the button of your controller. It does not happen all the time. Some people play for just a few hours while some people play and exercise at the same time. How is that even possible? Nothing is impossible in technology. Video game publishers and producers incorporated different exercise routines with games. There are lots of video games that require motion in order to play. If you are familiar with Wii, a home video console made by Nintendo, then you have an idea on what we are talking about. But, if you are not familiar, Nintendo Wii comes with different games to play with. Some of the best workout games in Nintendo Wii are Just Dance, EA Sports Active 2, Exerbeat, Zumba Fitness World Party, Dance Dance Revolution 2, The Biggest Loser Challenge, Active Life Explorer, Get Fit with Mel B, Wii Fit Plus, and Wii Sports. You have plenty of options to choose from. You will not just have fun, but you will also be fit and healthy as well. You can try these workout games after you wake up or whenever you feel like it. You can also try these games alone, or you can try these with your friends and family. A good laugh while exercising is definitely an awesome experience. People play video games because it makes them feel young and free. 7. Playing video games is a great way to bond with your kids. If you are a parent and you are currently reading this, yes, you are reading it right. Playing video games is a great way to eliminate the gap between you and your kids. Some kids tend to isolate themselves while playing video games, and instead of nagging, "Why don't you join them for a second?" It is normal for parents and guardians to get worried because of some bad effects of playing video games for long hours to their kids. Ask them if you can join them, and for sure, they will gladly agree. To eliminate the gap, you need to reach out. People play video games because it makes them connected with other people. Yes, it is fun to play with your friends, but imagine playing video games with your parents and teaching them how to use the controller, how to defeat the monsters, and how to escape a cave in the game. The feeling is awesome. Through playing video games, people connect with each other. Social skills are also developed. There are actually games that have multiplayer features which allow multiple people to play at the same time. With social skills being developed, you can also have the chance to talk with your kids freely. There can be an opportunity that they will open up more often. We understand that during the early times, there was no such thing as widespread video games and only a few people had access to them. Having things today that do not exist before made a gap towards the elders and younger people. But, we can eliminate the gap. Let us reach out to each other. The barrier should vanish. Conclusion. There are lots of debates whether playing video games is bad or good. For some, it may be bad, but for some it may be good. People play video games because it makes them forget about how stressful their environment can be. And people play video games because it makes them who they are. We are all entitled to our own opinions, but do not take for granted other people's opinions because they are important, too. For us, playing video games are definitely beneficial, as long as you are in control of the amount of time spent on playing video games. We have listed 7 benefits that you can get from playing video games. From developing your cognitive skills to making a way to bond with your kids. But, always keep in mind that if you play video games and you become unhealthy because you are not eating or you are not sleeping, then it is not beneficial to you, at all. Too much is never good. This also comes with everything that we do. Not just with playing video games. Simple logic it is. Having too much sweet can cause toothache. Moderation is what we need in everything that we do.